everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steffi. So, welcome back. ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് ഒരു ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ടോപ്പിക്കായിട്ടല്ല ജസ്റ്റ് ഇപ്പോൾ 10th എല്ലാം കഴിഞ്ഞു. കുട്ടികളെല്ലാവരും അടുത്തത് എന്താണ് പോകേണ്ടത്, ഏത് കോഴ്സാണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ VHSC ആണോ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ +1 +2 തന്നെയായാലും ഏതാണ് എടുക്കണ്ടേ എന്നുള്ളൊരു കൺഫ്യൂഷന് നിൽക്കുന്നൊരു ടൈമാണ്. പോരാത്തതിന് ഇപ്പോൾ ഓൺലൈനാണ് ക്ലാസ്സസ് എല്ലാം. പാരൻസിന് ടെൻസ്ഡാണ്, അവരെന്താ ചെയ്യുക, ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ +1 ബേസ് കിട്ടിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാവില്ലേ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ടെൻഷനിലേക്കാണ്. സോ എൻട്രൻസിനെല്ലാം എങ്ങനെ ഓൺലൈനിൽ ചേർത്തും എന്ന് ടെൻഷൻ അടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന പാരൻസിന് വേണ്ടിയുള്ളതാണ് ഈ വീഡിയോ. ഞാൻ സ്കൈലാർ ഓൺലൈൻ ലേണിംഗ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ഓൺലൈൻ മീൻസ് ട്യൂഷൻ അതാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. എൻട്രൻസ് ആയാലും ഫസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ടു +2 വരെയുള്ള ട്യൂഷനും എൻട്രൻസും എല്ലാം ഇവർ പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ IELTS, പിന്നെ ജർമ്മൻ ലാംഗ്വേജ്, പിന്നെ അറബിക്, ഹിന്ദി എല്ലാം ട്യൂഷൻ സംബന്ധമായ എല്ലാ കോച്ചിങ്ങും ഇവർ ഓൺലൈനിലൂടെ കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പം ഞാൻ കോൺടാക്ട് നമ്പറും ഡീറ്റെയിൽസും എല്ലാം വീഡിയോയുടെ താഴെ ഞാൻ മെൻഷൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആവശ്യമുള്ളവർക്ക് കോൺടാക്ട് ചെയ്യാം. പിന്നെ ഈ വീഡിയോയുടെ ഒപ്പം തന്നെ ഇനി എൻട്രൻസിനെ കുറിച്ച് അറിയാത്തവർക്കാണെങ്കിൽ ഇതിൽ ഞാൻ എൻട്രൻസിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ളൊരു കുറച്ചൊരു ഷോർട്ട് ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു വീഡിയോ, എന്താണ് എൻട്രൻസ്, ഏതൊക്കെ ഫീൽഡ് ഉണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളത് എല്ലാ കുട്ടികൾക്കും അറിയാൻ വേണ്ടിയുള്ളൊരു ഇൻഫോർമേഷനും കൂടി സ്ലൈഡായിട്ട് ഈ വീഡിയോയുടെ ഒപ്പം കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും വാച്ച് ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കോണ്ടാക്ട് ചെയ്യുക. നല്ല ക്വാളിറ്റി എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ നമ്മൾ കൊടുക്കുന്നതാണ്. പിന്നെ ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിൽ മെയിൻലി ഡോക്ടേഴ്സും എഞ്ചിനീയേഴ്സും ഒക്കെ തന്നെയാണ് ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. സോ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി വെരി എഫക്റ്റീവ് ഫോർ യുവർ ചിൽഡ്രൻ. Okay, so let's go to the video.
Welcome to online entrance demo class from Skylar Learning. So let's first discuss what is entrance. An entrance examination is an exam that educational institutions conduct to select prospective students for admission to engineering, architecture and medical fields. So now let's see when you should attend an entrance examination. There are two possible ways. First one is immediately after completing your +2 you can attend the entrance, or else if you're not that bright you can choose the alternative way. That's you should go after finishing your +2, you should go for a coaching for 1 year, then you should equip yourself and the next year you can write the entrance. Now let's see what are the different types of entrance available. So as you can see the slide, there are 3 types: engineering, architecture and medicine. All these types will be explained in detail in the upcoming slides. So let's have a general idea. First thing is engineering. Engineering entrance could be divided into 3 types, that is Kerala engineering, architecture and medical entrance. Next one is joint entrance examination, that one is all India level, and all the other entrances could be compressed and we could call it as the others, because there are lots of institutions which conduct entrance, separate entrance for their allocation of the seats. So it may not be possible for us to dictate all the other types of entrance, so we will just have a general idea about the main entrance. The next thing is the architecture, and it could be it could have been done through Kerala entrance before, but now there is another all India level entrance, and every architecture entrance has been merged to NATA, that is National Aptitude Test for Architecture, and you should apply and you should attend the NATA exam. So once you got the results, you should apply to KEAM. There won't be any exam from KEAM, but you should apply to KEAM in order to know what is your state-wise rank. Then the next thing is medicine. Medicine as well, they have made a single entrance exam for medicine in all India level, that is NEET, the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for Medicine. And here as well, you should follow the same step as in architecture. You should write the NEET exam, you will get the rank, then you should apply to KEIM, then you will get the state level rankings, so that you can apply in your in the state quotas of each state. And this slide presentation we are taking as view from Kerala. We are taking Kerala as the state. So now let's know how to write the entrance exam. How can you write an entrance exam? Generally, entrance exams will be conducted offline, and they are using OMR sheets, as you could see on the slide, and it's called optical mark recognition. So you need to answer, you can see like physics, chemistry, biology, etc. For each question you can see A, B, C, D. So you need to find the answer. If your answer is B, you should mark B on the first question. So likewise, you should answer all the questions. You should enter your number, candidate name, your number, identification, everything. Then you will submit this OMR sheet. So once you submit this OMR sheet, and there will be OMR reader, and it can automatically generate your marks. Whether it's negative marks, positive marks, everything will be counted, and your marks will be published. So now let's see what are the criteria in and different types of engineering entrance examination. In Kerala, as I have already told, we are considering Kerala right now. So in Kerala, you can see, you can write KEIM, that is Kerala Engineering Entrance Examination, and it's done to allocate seats in the government engineering as well as private engineering colleges in Kerala. It has two papers. First one, paper 1, consists of physics and chemistry, and each subject consists of 60 questions, and a total of 120 questions for paper 1. Second paper is maths, and it's having 120 questions. Each paper should be finished in 150 minutes, which means physics and chemistry should be finished in 150 minutes and maths in another 150 minutes. It will be done, should be taken in 2 days. First day you will be having paper 1, or the second day you will be having paper 2. Now let's see how many marks you can score. So if you got one answer correct, you will get 4 marks, and if you made one answer wrong, you will get -1 for that, and the total of 960 marks will be there. And now let's see how they will publish the ranking. In order to publish the ranking, what they do is they will take 50% of your +2 marks in physics, chemistry and maths, and they will take 50% of your KEIM entrance examination. This is the only entrance where your +2 exam or academic marks is valid. Now let's go to the All India entrance, JEE. So it's having a single exam, that's a single paper. That paper consists of 75 questions, each question 4 marks, so a total of 300 marks. Total timing will be 180 minutes, and you can expect 25 questions from each physics, chemistry and maths. And the marking will entirely depend on your JEE entrance marks, because they won't consider your academic marks. And this JEE is done to allocate seats for 31 NITs, 25 IITs and 28 government funded technical institutes in India. And the next one is others. There are lots of other institutions which conduct entrance examinations, separate entrance examinations for their institute. Some of them are BICSAT, MET, VAT EEE, SRMJ EEE, and Amrita, etc. These are other types of institutions which is having their own entrance examination. Now let's see how many seats will be available and how many of the students have attended the exam last year. So if you consider KEIM, around 7,554 government seats are available, and last time around 73,000 students attended. And if you consider India, there are around 25,000 government seats and around 9.34 lakhs of students attended it in 2019. So you can see how competitive it could be. Now let's come to medical entrance. So medical entrance, the only exam you need to write is NEET. But for B.Pharm, still Kerala Entrance Committee or KEIM is conducting exam for B.Pharm. So if you need to get a seat for B.Pharm, you should write KEIM entrance. Or else for all the other MBBS, BDS, Ayurveda, Homeo, Agriculture, Fisheries, Unani, Veterinary and Siddha, you should write the NEET exam. You will get a mark, you will get a ranking there. Then you should apply to the KEAM. So you will get your state-wise ranking. Then you can apply to the state quota. Now let's see what do you mean by NEET. The total timing for NEET is 180 minutes and there will be 180 questions. So each question you should do in 1 minute time. Now let's see how it's divided. And as it's told, it's only one paper, so there will be 45 questions from physics, 45 questions from chemistry, and 90 questions from biology. And here you can see more questions are from biology, but biology is not the decision factor for your ranking, because most of the students will get high marks in biology. So the decision of your rank will be taken by your physics and chemistry marks. Now see how many marks it will provide. As it's told 190 questions, each question correct answer could give you 4 marks, and one wrong answer will lose you 1 mark, and total of 720 marks will be there, and it's based on OMR, but it's expected to become online in the coming years. So now see what type of colleges, medical colleges are there in India. As you can see, there are 2 types, private and government colleges. There are around 35,000 MBBS seats in private and around 30,000 MBBS seats in government colleges. And if you come to BDS seats in private, they have 40,000 while government is only having 4,000. Now let's go to the fees. If you are studying in a government seat in a government medical college, you need only to pay 5,000 to 7,000 per year. As you know, it's like MBBS is like a 5 years course, so you may only end up in paying around 25,000 to 35,000. That would be your fees if you're studying in a government medical college. But if you're studying in a private college, and if you're studying in a private college with government allocated seats, then you need to pay 5 to 6 lakhs per year. That's around 25 to 30 lakhs for your entire course. But this one doesn't include management seats or NRI seats. We will come to that later. So when you come to the government seats, in All India level, as it's already told, there are 30,000 seats, government seats, and 15% of these seats will be taken by the All India level. And what do you mean by this is, if you take any engineering college, okay, let you take an engineering college in Kerala. If you take the Trivandrum Medical College, sorry, not engineering medical college, sorry, Trivandrum Medical College, they have 100 seats for MBBS every year. So out of that 100 seats, 15 seats will be given to the All India quota, which means students from any other states can apply for those 15 seats, and it will be allocated and filled by students from other states. And only 85 seats will be available for the Keralites. So that's what it's written here. So out of 30,000 seats, 15% of each college will be allocated for the All India quota. That means it will take up to 4,500 seats. That is, if a student from Kerala need to study in Tamil Nadu, he can only apply for this 15% seats in Tamil Nadu. Now let's see how it's divided. It's divided into 3 types. SC/ST will take around 22.5, that is 1,012 seats will be allocated for the SC/ST, and 1,215 seats will be allocated to OBC, and the rest 2,205 seats could be taken by the general. That's the All India level, and you need at least 680 plus marks, or around 650 plus marks in order to get those seats. Now the next is state level. As 15% is taken by the All India, the rest seats will be 85%. And if you consider Kerala, anyway, we will be discussing things about Kerala only. So Kerala has a total of 1,200 seats, and of that 180 seats will be taken away by the All India quota, because students from other states, which means 180 students from the other state will be studying in Kerala in All India quota. After that, there will be 1,020 seats left for Keralites. Then how is it divided? Let's see. The thing is, 102 seats will be allocated to the SC/ST, and 30%, which is 306 seats, will be allocated to the OBC, and only 612 seats will be allocated for the general category. Which means if you comes under a general category, and if you could score at least 600 marks out of your 720 in the entrance, then you can dream about getting a rank of 612 or less in the state level ranking system. Even if you write your NEET, then when you apply for KEAM, you will get your rank in the state level. So if that rank is below 615 and you are from general, then you have chances or possibilities of getting a seat, government seat in Kerala. Now we have discussed about the government seats in Kerala, and I have already told it comes around 5,000 to 7,000 rupees per year. Now let's discuss about the private seats. There are around 2,850 seats in private medical colleges in Kerala, and from that 15% will be allocated to the NRIs, that is around 428 seats, and they need to pay around 10 to 20 lakhs per year plus donation. And the rest is 2,422 seats, and from that All India will take 15%. The same, like All India has taken 15% from the government seats. Likewise, they will take 15% from these private seats as well. But the payment is different. Here, students should pay 6 to 7 lakhs per year. That means All India is 15%, which is around 363 seats in private medical colleges in Kerala, with a fees of 6 to 7 lakhs per year. Now comes the other. The rest is in private colleges is around 2,060 seats. There will be little irregularities or fluctuations, but it's almost same. Okay, so 2,060 seats, and it will be divided 50-50 between management and Kerala government seats. So the government seats will be given for 6 to 7 lakhs per year. Then the management seats will be like 10 to 20 lakhs per year plus donation. So you can see total government seats 1,200. You can study for 5,000 to 7,000 rupees per year, plus private seats is around 2,850. So both comprises around 4,000, and the private seats and the management quota will be like 10 to 20 lakhs per year. So you can see the fluctuations from 5,000 to 20 lakhs for seats from 1 to 4,000. So that's the difference. Now let's see. Now we have got the idea about number of seats, the classifications, everything is here. Now let's see the competition. How many students attended in 2019 for the All India NEET exam? For these 30,000 seats, around 14 lakh students attended, to get a place below 30,000. And if you take the Kerala list, you could see for 1,200 seats, around 1 lakh students attended the exam. So you could see how big is the competition. So if you are a +1 or +2 student, it's high time to start your coaching. You should start working from today onwards. You should spend at least 1 to 2 hours per day in order to get a rank below 1,200 in Kerala. That's the main point in medical entrance examination, because it's very, very competitive. Now let's go to architecture entrance. So when you consider architecture entrance, it comes under NATA, and the same in case of NEET, you should write NATA exam, you will get your ranking, then you should apply in KEAM, then you will get your Kerala West list. So let's see how it works. It's having two parts, part A and part B, 53 questions, total of 200 marks, total timing is 3 hours and 15 minutes, and they will not provide you any negative marks. Now each question in part B consists of 1.5 marks, and from part A you could expect 2 questions which carry 35 marks each, and one single question which carries 55 marks. That one will be a drawing question. Now let's see different seat structure in India. Different states have their own seats, and Kerala is having 707 seats for architecture, which means BR. Now let's come to Skylar Lane and what we offer. These are the things which we offer. We offer entrance coaching, regular batch, entrance crash course, tuition for students from 1st to 12th standard, tuition for all engineering and MBBS subjects, IELTS, spoken English coaching, PSC coaching, and English grammar tuition. And the language trainings which we provide are English, Arabic, Malayalam, Hindi, German, Spanish, French, etc. And any inquiries you can contact in these numbers. And thank you for attending the section. All the best.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. കുട്ടികൾക്ക് വളരെ ഉപകാരപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. കാരണം എൻട്രൻസ് ഇപ്പൊ 10th കഴിഞ്ഞ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് എൻട്രൻസ് എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയാൻ പറ്റാതെ നിൽക്കുന്ന ഒരുപാട് കുട്ടികളുണ്ടാവും. അവർക്ക് ഈ ഒരു ക്ലിപ്പിംഗ് വളരെ ഉപകാരപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉപകാരപ്പെട്ടു എന്ന് തോന്നുവാണെങ്കിൽ ജസ്റ്റ് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ്, ലൈക്ക് ആൻഡ് ഷെയർ മൈ ചാനൽ. പിന്നുള്ള സൈഡിലുള്ള ഒരു ബെല്ലൈക്കണും കൂടി പ്രസ് ചെയ്തേക്കണേ. സോ ഞാനിടുന്ന എല്ലാ വീഡിയോസിന്റെ അപ്ഡേറ്റ്സും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നതായിരിക്കും. സോ താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്. Take care. Bye.